Welcome back to episode 2 of Christmas with Arubakes, a mini series where I'm making everything Christmas to inspire you this holiday season. In episode 1, we made gingerbread cookies, and today we're making homemade stuffing. Now, stuffing is something that doubles up for Thanksgiving and for Christmas, and it's my favorite food at the Christmas dinner table. Some people like to stuff their chicken or turkey with the stuffing. Some people like to bake it in a tray, and of course, there are others like me who likes to make stuffing balls. This recipe works perfectly for everyone. It's super easy to make, and you don't need any of that store bought pre made stuffing mix for this. Start off by cutting up a whole baguette into chunks. Pop this on a baking tray and put it in the oven for about 20 minutes at 160 Celsius until the bread is nice and toasty. Give the bread a quick toss so that the other side can get toasty as well, and then pop this back into the oven for about 20 minutes more. We're baking this at a low temperature of 160 Celsius because we want to dry the bread up, not brown it. While that's toasting away, prep the rest of your ingredients. Finely chop up an onion and some celery. Make sure that the celery is as tiny as possible so that it cooks and softens up faster. I'll be doing a whole series of Christmas goodies in the coming weeks, a mix of classic Christmas recipes along with some easy treats that you can prep way in advance to make hosting a breeze this season. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Arubakes. Finally, chop up a mix of sage, rosemary, and marjoram. Actually, you can use any of your favorite herbs, but I really like the depth of flavor that sage brings in. Heat up a few knobs of butter, but leave about a knob of butter for later. The exact quantities are in the caption below. Let the butter start to foam up and then add in the onion and celery. Stir well and season and let it cook down until both the onion and especially the celery is nice and soft. It will take anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. This is why it's important to chop up the celery as fine as possible so that it softens up easily. Keep stirring every few minutes. Now I'm making my stuffing using chicken liver. I absolutely love the taste of chicken liver stuffing over a sausage meat stuffing, but you can definitely use either some ground meat or some sausage meat to make this. Once the celery has softened, add in the chopped chicken liver. Give it a good stir to make sure everything is mixed through. Season with salt and pepper. When cooking, always keep seasoning as you go. That way you can build a depth of flavor, plus you don't have to add a lot of salt at the end to compensate for a lack of taste. Stir and cook this for about 5 to 7 minutes. Push the mixture to the side of the pan and then add in that knob of butter that you reserved at the start. As it starts to melt down, add in the chopped herbs along with a dash of dried parsley. I'm also adding in some dried raisins, but this is completely optional. Let that simmer away in the butter for a few minutes and then bring in the rest of the mixture and mix everything through. Taste, season, and then kill the heat and let this cool down for about 15 minutes. In the meantime, put the toasted bread chunks into a large bowl. Give the meat mixture a quick stir and then spoon it in on top of the dried bread. Pour in about half a cup of stock. Pour this all around the bowl so that most of the mixture, especially the bread, gets covered in some stock. And then let that sit for about 15 minutes. That way the bread chunks will get nice and soaked with not only that stock but any juices from the meat mixture. Give it a good mix. Stir well to ensure that all the bread from the bottom of the bowl is mixed into the meat. And finally, mix in 1 egg to the remaining stock and then pour that in and give it a mix. Now, if you want to bake this in a tray, just pour this into a nice looking baking dish, cover with foil and bake. But if you want to make stuffing balls, then grab a potato masher and give the mixture a quick mash to break up any chunks of bread. Form the stuffing into balls using the palm of your hands and then pop it onto a lined baking tray. I make them about the size of a small lime, maybe an inch or so in diameter, and then I plan for about 3 to 4 of these stuffing balls per person. Make sure that you don't end up with more than one raisin per stuffing ball. Cover this with foil and then bake at 175 Celsius for about 20 minutes, and then bake it uncovered for about another 15 minutes until the top is golden brown. We usually have a big family Christmas dinner at my aunt's, and my cousin makes the best stuffing ever. He always makes an extra portion just for me to freeze and eat all the way into January. This Christmas stuffing is inspired by that. And that is episode 2 of my Christmas series, Christmas with Arubakes. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and come back on Thursday for episode 3, where I will show you how to make an amazing mulled wine at home. Happy holidays! Bye!